Hi everybody, so today I'm going to do a review and a wear test of the Makesense by Senegence Advanced Anti-Aging Foundation. I'm using the color cream beige and I'm using a tester, and I will be applying my regular makeup, and this is my regular makeup for the day, over top of it and wearing it for the full day. I'll check in maybe once or twice throughout the day just to let you know how it's wearing, and the foundation itself, how it applies, how it feels initially, how it wears throughout the day, and my final impressions of the foundation. So if you want to hear how the Senegence, the Makesense by Senegence Advanced Anti-Aging Foundation turns out, in my opinion, then just keep watching. Okay, so let's get started. So first things first, I'm gonna try and get as much product as I can out of this tester. Maybe that's enough, let's see. So I'm going to put it on with my finger first, and then I will see how it looks with a brush. All right, so let's see if this is enough. So I'm gonna go in with my brush here. Okay, so I'm getting like zero coverage. It seems to be a good color match, but I just don't think I have enough product using this tester to get enough coverage, unless I just use my fingers to apply it. The brush seems to just take up too much product. Let's try the forehead here. As you can see, my brows are done already, so I do have to be careful not to get foundation on my brows. Okay, and the side. Oh, I need more. I'm gonna go in and just blend it with my Real Techniques beauty sponge that is damp. See if it can just even out the finish and hopefully not take up too much of the product. I am finding it does seem to settle into my pores a little bit, and it's definitely light medium coverage. As you can see, everything, I don't know if you can see, but everything is still coming through. All my like little red spots, acne scars, sunspots, they're all coming through. And I don't know if I have enough product here to layer it to see if it can build to a fuller level of coverage. Let's try on the chin here. These testers are really kind of frustrating to use. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be going on a little patchy, and I'm not really happy with how it's sitting on my face. And especially, you know, there is no coverage. It might as well be a tinted moisturizer for me. But then I like full coverage because I have a lot of red spots and my skin is very pasty. So I like to get a much fuller coverage. So it's not really, didn't really build to closer to medium level coverage. It stayed pretty light coverage. So I don't know, I think I might even call this light coverage or light medium, definitely not medium. Even with building, you can still see all the redness coming through on my chin here. And now that after I spent some time blending it in with the Beauty Blender or the Real Techniques sponge, it's not as bad in my pores, but it does seem to be kind of settling into my pores and accentuating them a little bit. And I did use a primer beforehand to give it a chance. So that's the foundation. I think what I'll do is I'll finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and I will come back after a few hours and see how it's wearing throughout the day, because I do believe this is meant to be a long wearing foundation and probably transfer proof as well. So we'll see. I'll check in a little bit later in the day. So hi everyone, I've put on all my makeup. I hope you can see me because I can't tell it. I don't have one of those viewfinders that flips forward, and my computer, I'm filming tethered, trying to, and the utility that I'm using has just stopped working. So anyway, hopefully this will work. So I've got all my makeup on. I also powdered my face a little bit because it was still feeling a little bit tacky, and I wanted the powders to go on as smoothly as possible and not to go on patchy, which would happen if it was still a little bit tacky. So now that I've got everything on and it's been powdered, it's actually looking a lot better than I thought it was when I initially applied it. It's still settling into my pores a little bit, but it hasn't gotten any worse. And with the powders that I put on it, it actually helps to mask that a little bit. So I am going to go on about my day now. I've got some errands to run, and I will check in a couple of times throughout the day if I can, and let you know how it's wearing. And then I'll check in at the very end of the day with a report on how it lasted throughout the day. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Hi everyone, so I'm back. It's now about 8 o'clock. I've had the foundation on for the day since about, when did I put it on? Probably it was around 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning. So it's had a full day of running errands, and I had lunch, I had dinner, I had snacks. You know, I've been rubbing my face, scratching my nose, all kinds of stuff. And I think it's held up really well. I've worn glasses, and you know, you can see my, it's come off a little bit, as all my foundations do, where my glasses sit on my nose. I think the foundation has actually improved as the day went on. I know when I first put it on, I wasn't really that impressed, but as the day wore on, I think it just sort of settled. It set, you know, it dried nicely. I think maybe powdering it helped a little bit. It's a little bit shiny on my forehead, which is, you know, it's pretty normal for me. I get a little bit oily on my forehead. It's come off a little bit on my chin area here. But as far as the settling into my pores, I can't even see that anymore. It looks smooth. The coverage is, you know, it did improve once the day went on. I put the powder and other products on it. So I can't really say that was the foundation, but once I got everything else on, it looked fine. Overall, I wouldn't mind trying this foundation, and I would recommend the foundation for anyone who doesn't have a lot of need for coverage. If you don't have a lot of, blotchiness, redness, and, spots on your face, if you have a pretty clear complexion, I think this foundation will look beautiful on you. The finish is lovely. It does have a little bit of a glow to it. It's not matte, and it did last through the whole day. And again, it didn't break up where my oily patches are. The only thing that happened is either it got a little bit shiny or it just kind of rubbed off a little bit. So I don't know, I think I would give this foundation a 2 thumbs up, or maybe a one thumb up for me, because I tend to prefer a fuller coverage foundation. But to be fair, this foundation does not bill itself as a full coverage foundation. It bills itself, I think, as a light to medium coverage, which I believe it is. So yeah, so that's it. I hope you found this review helpful. And if you want to see more videos like this, I plan to do some more. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell up in the corner so that you can get notified when I upload a new video. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!